Starting May 7th, all U.S. residents will need Real ID compliant identification for domestic flights. This deadline comes nearly 20 years after Congress first mandated the switch to Real ID. But what is Real ID? Are states Real ID compliant? Do I need a Real ID to fly? And what comes next? ASP explains. Congress passed the Real ID Act in 2005 following a recommendation from the 9/11 Commission. It establishes requirements for state-issued ID cards for enhanced security, and it was supposed to go into effect in 2008, but was repeatedly delayed because states refused to implement the required changes. The Transportation Security Administration, or the TSA, have said that about 81% of the IDs they're seeing at airports are Real ID compliant. But analysis by CBS found that there are 30 states where less than 70% of current IDs are Real IDs. As of April 18th, New Jersey had the lowest compliance rate at 17%. Washington and Maine are 27% compliant, New York is 43% compliant, and California is 55% compliant. 8 jurisdictions, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Maryland, Wyoming, South Dakota, Nebraska, and the District of Columbia all have nearly 100% compliance. If you're going to the airport and you don't have a Real ID, TSA officers will use a verification process similar to the one they use when someone's ID has been lost or stolen, though that process is pretty time-consuming. TSA recommends anyone flying with a legacy ID should arrive at the airport 3 hours early. 5 states, Michigan, Minnesota, New York, Vermont, and Washington, have what they call enhanced IDs. An enhanced ID allows travel from the US to Mexico, Canada, and the Caribbean without a passport. ID holders can tell if they've got an enhanced ID by checking the top right corner for a US flag or the word enhanced, and ID holders can see if they have a Real ID by checking for a star in the upper right-hand corner of their ID. If you need to update your ID, it's best to go to your state's ID issuer or the DMV. Different states have different requirements for the sorts of documents you'll need to bring with you.